Hey guys, Dal here from Dal's Rigging and Crane Tips at 2023. Yeah. Now in today's episode I just want to run through the mindset of what I'm thinking in a slew crane when I'm coming to a job. So today's job is we're going to do this telecom tower, replace some things on it. But what we had a hill sort of coming down first, and I've got to sort of set up here. So before I even came down the hill, what I'd done so I could get the outriggers in the right spot is I put them out. I put the outriggers out while I was up there on the hill so I could come down the side of this road here and have them out and keep an eye on them and get them exactly where I wanted them there. Now since we're on a hill, and most of my videos, if you watch my hill video, you want the front of the crane facing down the hill, the back of the crane facing up the hill. Now why you want this is because there's only that much of the chassis hanging out behind the outriggers on the back, but there's a whole cab of chassis in the front. So if you have the cab of the crane facing up the hill, you have to push these outriggers up that much more to get it off the ground. Now it's not so much in this crane, it's only like another metre more, but if you're in a truck mount or if you're in a 250 with two more axles over the front, it's just like, just never do it. Never put the front of the crane facing up the hill. So I'm going to have to put a shallow, so just one layer there with these timbers, and then I'm going to have to put probably 3 layers up the front. Luckily with D-Mags, their outrigger rams are huge, so they've got plenty of stroke and that helps you out on hill sit-ups. Alright guys, I'll come back with some more. So under this front one, it looks like I'm only going to get probably 1 to 2 layers. So what I do is I jump in the cab and I push the suspension up on the front so I can get 3 layers in without having to do this jack-up crane business. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump in the cab with this front suspension up so I can fit heaps of timbers under there. Maybe 3 layers, 3 to 4 layers. Alright, so I've just jacked the front suspension up. I've got heaps of fucking room. So I can put like 3 to 4 layers up there now. Before I didn't. So jack the front up on a hill to get more timbers up. If it's still not enough jack, there's another trick we can do. But maybe for another episode. 4 layers ended up. 4 layers. 1 on the back, 1 high-up truckie. We're all set up, 4 stacks, boom out, Telco tower, got all the antennas down, just got to put all the new ones up again, bit of height with the setup, ran out of timbers, got to do what you got to do. Down the showgrounds, having a coffee. It's pretty good being a crane operator, that's for sure. Like this video, subscribe here. Dal's Rigging and Crane Tips at 2023. Yeah. Hey guys, Dal here from Dal's Rigging and Crane Tips at 2023. Yeah. Now I'm at the end of the video. I just want to clarify something. Most of my videos, I've got no script, it's just off the cuff. So there's heaps of things I say that are wrong or misinterpreted or anything. But in this video, I just want to go over something I said. I did touch on it, but I just think this would help. So if you're doing a hill job where you're setting up on a hill, you want the front of the crane facing down the hill, the arse of the crane facing up the hill. Now in some circumstances, in some cranes, you can have it any way you want and it doesn't matter. And how you know if it doesn't matter or if it does matter is this. Alright, I've got this crane on me, okay? So if all your wheels are inside the outrigger span. So here's the front outriggers, here's the back outriggers. If all your wheels are inside that area, all of your wheels and axles, then you can have your crane front or facing up the hill or facing down the hill. It doesn't matter, because there's nothing really at the front or back that's going to stop you or hinder your setup. Alright, now if you're in a crane like a truck mount, where you've got two axles in front of the front outriggers, so here and here, or if you're in a 130 which has one axle here, or 200 which has one axle here, or a 250 which is two axles, 353, if you have any crane with axles in front of this front outrigger, then you want to have the front of the crane facing down the hill. You don't want the front of this crane facing up the hill. See, if this was up the hill, when you jack the back up, jacking up the back, all these tires here are going to be hitting the ground. So you're going to have to jack this front up that much more to get all these front axles off the ground. Okay? So if you've got all your wheels inside the outriggers on a hill, set up any orientation you want. If you've got axles in front of this front outriggers, then you want the front facing down the hill. Okay? Understood, bruv? Alright guys, I hope that helps. Make sure you order your Cranebox at cranebox.com.au, and have a good day. Like these videos, subscribe here. Dale's Rigging and Crane Tips, 2023. Oh yeah.